Welcome back to this class. In the last class we talked about national income aggregates, and in this it's very interesting. We are going to do a numerical based on the three aggregates relating to disposable income in the private sector, and I've just assumed some figures for the current year just to make it to make it easily understood. So here we go. Look at this. So this is the numerical. If you have I hope you have that copy and notebook and stationery, you can please write it down so that we can do it together. So I've numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just make sure that you do it that way. So these are the disposable income aggregates of India for any, say, a current year in rupees crores. Now in this, we have what is known as, to find out what is given as NDPFC, and we want to find out the first aggregate, that is what accrues to the private sector out of the NDPFC, that is out of the domestic income, what accrues to the private sector. So in this we've given, you have income from property and entrepreneurship accruing to the government administrative departments, and savings of non-departmental enterprises. So from NDPFC we're going to minus these two, and what we come at is private income. And how to get private income? So in the private income, what we do is we add whatever we've got, the aggregate that we get from NDPFC accruing to private sector, we add up, say 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now what is 4, 5, 6 and 7? That is net factor income from abroad, national debt interest, current transfers from the government administrative departments, and net current transfers from the rest of the world. So 4, 5, 6 and 7. And what you get is private income. Now we want to go to personal income. So in personal income, what do? We're going to minus all the profits. So we're going to minus what is known as 8 and 9. So out of the private income that we've got, we're going to minus what is savings of private corporate sector, net of retained earnings of foreign companies, and corporate tax. And what we get is personal. Now we want to find, that's how we get the personal income. Now we want to find out personal disposable income. So how do we get that? So from the personal income, we are going to minus 10 and 11. 10 is direct taxes paid by households and miscellaneous receipts of the government administrative departments, and that's how we get the personal disposable income. And you must make a note of it. Personal disposable income refers to income available for spending on consumption and or for saving. You can, or C plus S. So I'm sure you've gone through this, you've written down, and now you're going to see that you're able to solve this problem. I'm going to find out about the different aggregates. So this, I want you to see this. I've done it for you people, and just have a look at this. So in this, let's take, again I'm going to revise. Just take a look at it. First so let's take, when you want, what will you do if you want NDP accruing to the private sector? For that, from NDPFC, you're going to minus income from property and entrepreneurship accruing to the government administrative departments, and savings of non-departmental enterprises. So what you get is the private sector, NDPFC, out of the domestic income, what goes to the private sector. Now from here we want to find out what is a private income. In this we are going to add up, which is very interesting, is net factor income from abroad, national debt interest, which we did, it is again a transfer income, which we did in detail in the previous classes somewhere. Then current transfers from the government administrative departments, Remember, there are two types of transfers, current and capital. So here again, current transfers from the government administrative departments and net current transfers from the rest of the world. All of this, if you add up to NDP-FC accruing to private sector, what you get is private income. Now we want to work out the personal income. And in the personal income, what we'll do is, we'll take away the profit taxes or something like that. So what is that? So you're going to deduct savings of private corporate sector or net of retained earnings of foreign companies. That means whatever profit they've got, you just take that out. And also corporate tax. So corporate tax is also a part of profits. It's a tax on the profit. So after you deduct that, what you get is personal income. And out of the personal income, now you want another disposable income of private sector, which is known as personal disposable income. So what do? Simply, you take away direct taxes paid by households and miscellaneous receipts of government administrative departments. So from personal income, you minus direct taxes paid by households and miscellaneous receipts of government administrative departments, and what you get is personal disposable income. So there are a lot of with practice you'll come to know there are various other things that they'll write, and they'll tell you about. The more you do these numericals, the better you get. So happy solving, and we move on to our next unit, I'm sure.